All right, Matt, sing us a song.
This is not your grandmother's podcast. It's not your mom's podcast either. It's not your father's, your brother's, your sister's, your mother's. That's right. I said mother twice. It's not your grandma's podcast or ain't your grandmother's podcast.
Something like that.
Welcome.
Thank you. That was good.
Oh, we got
That was
lyrics to it
that
now.
that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
All right, David, because we do rank music often, our last guest was Ashna. How do we rank this compared to Ashna's performance?
I give it a 10.
Oh, so our second 10 on the podcast.
Anyways,
I'm
hello
honored. I'm
everyone.
truly honored, fellas.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. Welcome to whatever this podcast is called. Um, yeah, so we're back this week. We have a special guest, Matt Warren. Matt, if you want to introduce yourself.
Sup, gang. My name is Matt Warren. Uh, I'm I'm a musician guy, and I do take an interest into the industry occasionally, and this is one of those times.
Fascinating, fascinating. Cool. Yeah, so today we brought Matt on, like I said last week, because to me he is the Weezer aficionado, and there was the Weezer concert last week, and so we need to talk about that. But before we get to that, how was y'all's week? We never talk about how we are. We just talk music. But how was y'all guys' week?
My week?
Yeah,
David, are you asking me, your co host, how my week was?
yeah. Also, to admit, you're gonna have to like keep it down or like turn something down because you're like killing my ears.
Oh, shit. Um, Hold up. How about now?
Oh
Is
yeah,
this
that's
better?
better. Yeah, that's better. Now, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. I just got my second shot today. I got
Oh,
that
rough.
Pfizer. I got that 5G. So, I'm upgraded.
Nice, nice. Matt, how was your week?
Oh, it was pretty good. Pretty good. I got vaccinated the first last week. So, and that just made me really tired, and now I'm really scared for the second shot.
Yeah,
But I'm having a great time. Uh, yeah.
yeah.
I'm loving the it feels really nice outside.
Loving the what?
The
The weather.
weather.
Oh, the weather. Yeah, the weather.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I live not in Baltimore, and so it's weird because I live in Houston, Texas, and usually right now it'd be in the 80s every day, but it's in the 60s right now, and it's really weird. I don't feel comfortable with it. But
Hmm.
but
That
either
is odd. It's global
yeah,
warming.
that's what they call it. That's what lately we've been calling it. Yeah, but for me, when I got my shots, I had no side effects whatsoever. I was really expecting the worst.
Same here, my man.
Yeah,
Second shot. It's so far, I'm at today right now. So,
yeah.
did you get the
Right.
feeling that like you could feel your blood flowing through your body, or is that just me?
That definitely did not happen.
Okay, maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm
There
strange.
might be something else in that needle.
Yeah, they probably
I,
probably
I've
put
been
a little bit
drinking
of that good stuff.
a lot of McDonald's coffee lately. Maybe maybe that's been contributing to it. I might have a yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, coffee will do that
Hmm.
too. All right, cool. Well, that's been this
For sure.
the segment of the week. What's going on in your week? Um,
It's a good
yeah.
segment title. Should make
uh
title cards.
yeah. That's what but comment like down below the timestamps, but anyways, we're gonna talk about Melee Dogleg Melee. I think the album is Melee band Dogleg, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, great. So this is how would you describe this album, Matt? You're the one that suggested this. Why did you suggest this album?
So this album was actually a recommendation to me by a friend of mine back home, who I introduced to Weezer, and we've been brothers ever since. But he sent me Fox, the song Fox, and I was like, wow, that's really good. And then I listened, I like slowly added a few more songs to my rotation, and
hmm
eventually I gave it a full listen, and wow, it really blew me away. Just I like to say I'm a wannabe punk because I vastly enjoy typical punk music. However, I have just never had the opportunity to experience the punk lifestyle.
Yeah.
So this album makes me feel like I can be a little bit closer to that. Um, because it's like just the screaming vocals just really just do something to it for me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's also like this album's also has a lot of undertones of like emo rock and stuff, kind of highlighting the good old fashioned early 2000s My Chemical Romance type beat, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So
I have to
usually
disagree with you, David. I
oh,
got
okay.
it. Listen, I admit the emo, but you're saying My Chemical Romance? No, 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 no. Stop. My Chemical Romance. That's like the normal emo. This is Midwestern emo, in my opinion. You ever like listen to like American football or like those Midwestern emo bands? That's what
Right.
it is.
Okay.
I don't know. I hear the mic like I'll get usually we go through song by song, but once we get to the certain songs where I really felt like it kind of took a lot of inspiration from My Chemical Romance, I'll bring it up. But I don't know. For me, I heard MCR.
You're just
Um,
Midwestern.
I know. I don't know about that. But cool. So first off, Kawasaki Backflip. So any thoughts on this song?
You
I mean,
know,
it's iconic.
Yeah, I felt like it's a kind of classic. You're walking in the mall. You stop by Hot Topic and you walk in and you just smell. It just smells like sweat. And you're looking around and you're trying to buy your favorite band's T-shirt and it costs like $24. But then after you buy it, they give you that oh, here's a $25 hot cash. Spend $50 and you can get $25 off. That's what this song is like.
Hmm. I think
um,
if I were to change one thing about your description, I'd say it would also smell like weed a little bit.
This is true. This is true. A little bit of a little bit of weed in there as well. But yeah, I thought the vocal performance in the song was like, and most of this album is just amazing. His like screams are really intense.
Hmm.
I I really felt the idea of like it's a DIY band. Just they're out there, they're screaming. I also got Do you guys know the band Joyce Manor? I think that's them.
No.
Like
Yes. I lo-
yes, yeah, Joyce Manor, great. I got a lot of vibes like like from Joyce Manor's early stuff, kind of how they really had that energy going, and from
yeah.
their newest
Yeah.
album. But like
Mm.
this has its own flavor to it with the specifically the guitar riffs, and I think like just opening up with Kawasaki backflip, you know, it also gets me in the mood for what I like to call throat punching music. You want to
Yes, that's
punch
a perfect
someone,
description.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, next we got Bueno.
Bueno was actually the second track I listened to.
Hmm.
I lied. It was actually the first. My friend sent me Fox, and then I proceeded to listen to Bueno anyways. Um, but anyway, I really like Bueno. I think the if I were to have one fault for the album as a whole, it would just be that sometimes it sounds the same. Like it's just similar guitar tones everywhere.
Yeah.
Uh, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but for me, I'd rather more variance.
Yeah.
I'd like more variation.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. I like this song, but to be honest, to me this is kind of sounds like Kawasaki Backflip Part Two. It's just the same thing again. I agree with this whole album just kind of sounds the same throughout. Which again, like you said, it's good consistency. They do it well. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But at the same time, I would have loved it if they just kind of experimented a little more.
Hmm.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna like put this out there. I believe this is their debut album, right? Am I correct?
I think their first studio album, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's except on one hand, a criticism is like, it really does feel like one big song or like one cohesive sound, and at points you're like, I want some variation. But I think like that gives them room to grow, considering like this is their first studio, so it's like you got to set the mark for where you're gonna go. It's kind of like Weezer's first studio album, Blue album, is really good, but it's also all right. But that's a masterpiece. I'm not gonna talk about that too
Yeah,
much.
I don't know about that. Like, not every song on the Blue album sounds the same.
Yeah, but they
I
do.
I was just gonna add as the Weezer aficionado here, I tend to lean to Demit's side on this. Um, the Blue album, a wonderful little album, brilliant, um, great album. Does suffer from a little bit of the same thing? I think more experimentation, especially with Undone. But
Yeah, and then like the
I
last
tend to
song.
take I will take Demit's side in this argument.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
you can sense the vibe, which is why I think Dogleg is exciting.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Then we got Prom Hell, which is personally my least favorite track on the album because
Yeah.
I think that this one isn't recorded as well, and like the vocals are really not mixed well either. It kind of sounds super far away and just almost not there in a way.
I believe this is a time where we have to, because Matthew is a recording major, so
Mhm.
he's gotta lay it down on us. He's gotta lay down his mix critiques right now on the spot. Ed is gonna listen.
I see. Gotcha. Okay. Well, from what I can remember, I didn't, nothing noticeably bad popped off to me about this album, especially not about the song. I will agree, it's one of the ones I tend to forget
Hmm.
about. I really like the title, but other than that, when I try and remember what Prom Hell sounds like, I tend to forget. And maybe that it could be a reason for that could be what you're talking about, like the just slightly off recording.
Hmm.
Um, but at the same time, it could be a choice. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes they do that for the artistic integrity.
yeah, yeah. Actually, in one of the later songs, I forget which one, but they do a similar thing where they kind of make the vocals kind of seem a little in the background. But that one, it seemed like
Hmm.
to be a creative choice, and that one was really effective. Whereas in this one, it seemed as if it was a creative choice, but it just wasn't as effective.
Hmm.
Yeah, cool. But then we got
Man, David,
what?
you're such a fox.
Oh, I was really confused there for a second. All right, Fox. This is Matt, your favorite song off the album?
One of my favorites. I
Oh,
think
one
it's
of your
definitely
favorites.
one of the
Okay.
best.
Yeah, I agree. It just, it's a classic off the album. I
Hmm.
like don't know what else to say about it other than it's just probably one of the best songs off of it. Demit, what do you have to say?
I like, you know, it's got a vibe. It has the energy. It has, I don't know. It just feels, when you can like tell a band is putting a lot of effort in,
Yeah.
like just good songwriting, good music.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, like the baby. They got the baby flow on it. They're going. Let's go.
All right, well, then next we got Head First. Any thoughts on this song? Anyone?
Uh, I'm gonna dive in here head first, and um, I'm gonna be honest. It might be just because I liked Fox a lot, but I don't really kind of got blurred in my ears.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's where I think the album starts to become part of the more blurring in the lines of. Maybe I'm wrong, and I just don't appreciate Head First, but I don't know, just
Yeah.
kind of blurred with the others.
Yeah. I mean, I thought the intro was pretty nice, and I
Actually,
like the use of the clean guitars.
precisely what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I think Head First sticks out a bit more to me just because that it doesn't immediately start out with
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
has a nice little like almost I want to like somber melancholy little melody and
Hmm.
then it busts out with the punk stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think Fox and Head First are probably my favorite lyrically. Like
Hmm.
Head First, time will let you down, time will let you down. Like I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm a sad college student, but I don't know. That hits different. And then Fox with the "You're a fiction of a past that you wrote down," or something, whatever that is.
Mm.
But I think these are probably my favorite tracks off the album for the lyrics and the variation,
Yeah,
the experiment.
yeah, I completely agree. Then we got Hotlines. I think this is another one of the songs that suffers from the, it just sounds like the other tracks. Kind of like
Yeah.
what was it? Bueno. It's just another song off the album. Not all of them can be complete bangers.
Of
Understandable.
course.
Yeah, yeah. All right, but not too bad. It's not a bad track at all. What do you guys think?
I mean,
Definitely no bad tracks at all, I think, on this album.
I'd
Yeah.
say the only thing it suffers from, nothing stands out as bad, but some things stand out as mid. But not
Yeah,
like
that's true.
nothing
Yeah.
hits the level of. And here's a admit hot take. I've been very criticized for this take, but I think Adele's a very mediocre um artist, not singer,
Who?
but artist.
Adele?
Yeah,
That is a hot take because I think Adele's pretty good.
I don't know. I just think her songs at times are painfully average, but I don't think like if if you listen to her like hot songs, it never gets to that point, right?
Hmm.
Like they're good songs, but if you listen through an entire album, it gets painfully mediocre. And I don't think this album ever gets to the painfully mediocre part, but at some points like more of a it's kind of mid.
It's heading there. Cool.
But never steeps.
Yeah. Then we got
That
Wardle.
is a hot Adele take.
Yeah,
Very Adele take.
yeah, honestly, yeah, because I feel like Adele, because in middle school and like early high school, I was one of those kids that was like, I hate pop, I hate anything that isn't rock and roll and metal, da 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 da, right?
Yeah,
But at that time, even I was like, man, but Adele be kind of good though.
I don't know. I was more of like high school was even when I started off always liking Adele in middle school. I would listen like she was the only pop artist that I listened to, um, and I liked her. And then in
Mm.
high school, I was like, I like Adele. I'm gonna listen to some Adele music. And then I realized I don't like Adele.
All right, man. All right.
But listen, if you can listen through the whole way of her album 24 and say it's fantastic, then sure. But I think I don't know. I listened through the whole thing and I get Beyonce now. I used to be a person who's like Beyonce's overrated, but now I get it, and Adele I don't get.
All right, all right. Then we got War Turtle, Wardle, War Turtle.
Have you never played Pokemon?
Oh, it is War Turtle. Okay, cool. I was like,
I
there's
was
no
like,
way.
wait a minute. I mean, like, not to judge you for never playing Pokemon, but like, come
No,
on, man.
I did play Pokemon, but I was like, there's no way they would name their song War Turtle. At first, I was like, wait, yeah, because I even said War Turtle. I was like, wait, that's a Pokemon. Why the fuck would they name their song War Turtle? All right, thank you. Now I've been exposed for being stupid.
Yeah, fake fan.
Hey,
Fake
man,
Pokemon.
And a fake Pokemon fan. Yeah.
I've never played Pokemon, so I didn't know. I thought it was like War Turtle or something.
Really? I
Oh.
mean, you strike me as the type to play Pokemon for some reason.
Yeah, fucking nerd.
Every time I tell people I don't play Pokemon, they're like, "What?" And I've tried. I have tried to emulate it, and I just don't get it, man.
Yeah.
I need to like give it a fair chance one day.
Yeah, my friend was telling me about a fan-made Pokemon game that I'm gonna play pretty soon. It's like Pokemon for adults, and it's supposed to be like
Yeah,
10 times better, and it takes like 120 hours to finish.
that
Oh,
sounds
jeez.
awful.
That like it sounds because I'm not much of a video gamer, but I've been looking for like a game that's gonna take me hours and hours to 100%. So this sounds
Mario
perfect for me.
Odyssey, baby.
No, I'm looking at like Cuphead,
Mario Odyssey.
We'll see. But anyways, War Turtle.
I like this one because it starts out with like a little bit more of a softer vocal performance.
I was gonna say the
It
same
doesn't.
thing.
Yeah, I like it. That, again, it sticks out in just a slightly different way. Where I'm like, oh yeah, that's that song.
And the clean section is really nice.
For sure.
Yeah. Now I really like this title too. Now that I know that's how you spell War Turtle. Demit.
Yeah, so I just think I don't know. I'm gonna be on like the second half of the album. Maybe it's just because like there's only so much punk I can take, but I did remember liking this more than Hotlines.
Mhm.
Like, it had a bit more of a kick to it, I believe. I don't know. For me, the three that I remember is like I remember liking Cannonball a lot and Ender, but like this half right here or this quarter, I don't remember too much.
Okay. Well, next we'll go up to Wrist, which is personally my favorite.
Mm,
I like Wrist a lot. Like
Really?
this is the song that I felt that was like classic MCR. I thought the intensity was really, really nice, and just the vocal performance was just like there. I don't know.
okay,
For me, this was like this was good.
what is classic MCR to you?
Well, like okay, classic MCR in the sense of like some tracks off of Three Cheers for Sweet
Okay,
Revenge. Yeah,
okay, okay.
I'm not talking
Black
the
Parade.
Black Parade or whatever the one the after that. What is it like? What's the name of
Oh,
that
that
one? It's really
that one's a
weird.
weird one. It was a good one. It wasn't. It wasn't. I remember the single, like lead singles off of it, but I
Yeah,
can't
like
remember
na
the,
na 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 na
that.
na na
Yeah,
na
that's
na na
the.
na 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 na
Is
na
is
na
it
na
something
na na
about
na na na
Killjoys or
na
something?
something like that. Matt, do you
What?
remember?
Don't ask me. I've never listened to MCR.
Oh,
Really?
what?
We have an
Yeah, I know.
MCR virgin here. A virgin?
Okay, I mean, I okay. Have of course listened to the Black Parade, and I've also listened to Teenager Scare, and that is it. I do like Teenager Scare a lot,
Wait,
but
Teenager
that is the
Scare?
only.
It's called
Or
Teenager,
Oh,
but yeah,
okay, okay.
sorry, it's just Teenager.
Yeah, yeah.
See, this
I
it's
is
thought
cool.
I
I
obviously don't listen to MCR that much.
all good.
But that one, I like that one a lot. But no, yeah, I don't listen to a lot of MCR.
I
Never
can
have.
I can
Okay.
see your argument here,
You
David.
know,
I can see it.
yeah, but like I'm not okay. So the album's called Danger Days: The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. I'm talking about early like I brought you my bullets, you brought me your love, and Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. You know,
Oh,
like the
I forgot about that album.
emo
Okay,
shit. You
that
know?
makes sense. Now that you
Okay.
bring up that, I remember for a while that album wasn't like available on iTunes,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was really upset.
By the way, this is
But
my favorite. What do you guys
okay,
think? What do you
so you
is
like?
this a hot take? Is this a hot take? Am I wrong?
I don't think it's the way you defended yourself. I'm gonna say it's not a hot take, considering like you like classic MCR, so you're gonna like this. It makes
Yeah.
sense. I'm more of a Black Parade enjoyer. That's where I think they really go to their peak
Mhm.
because every song is memorable.
See, yeah, I think every song is memorable. I like that, but I'm saying like early stuff. I'm not saying that
Yeah,
everything the early stuff is perfect. There's definitely some songs that like
I'd
aren't the
say
best.
"Brought You My Bullet" Valentine's really hits that Midwestern vibe, and I again think this is a huge Midwest emo album, and I'm a fan of Midwest emo. Big fan.
Okay. All right. Matt, am I wrong? Tell me.
About what specifically?
Wrist being the best song off the album.
Again, it's definitely up there. I don't think I could choose between the songs just because I like them all so
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah.
But Risk definitely has more of raw emotions in it.
Yeah.
The something about the like vocals with like the upbeat hits with the guitar riff and like the vocals it has to me it sounds more emo. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, cool. And then we got Cannonball. For me personally, I think these last three tracks off the album are probably my top three. But Cannonball is up there. Demit, you said you like this, right?
Yeah, I just like that like slow hit that it begins with, and then it, like starts like just I don't know. There's something about the drums. I just really dig the drumming on this one.
Yeah. The bass is super nice too.
Exactly. Like you're just like okay, okay. I feel like I need to bob my you know. All right, and I also have like the more I listen to it, I started to develop like a love hate to it because like I realized that I really want to go to a mosh pit and I can't mosh, and it sucks. I can't mosh.
As in because of COVID or as in you physically aren't unable to mosh?
No, I'm very physically able to mosh,
Okay.
but COVID, and I
Okay.
really want to mosh. Would you
Understandable.
mosh with me,
Great day.
David? Would you mosh with me,
I would mosh with the yes.
Matthew? Would you mosh with us?
Absolutely.
But would
Hell
you
yeah.
mosh to Cannonball?
Oh,
I
110%.
yes, I'd mosh to the whole concert probably.
What are your
To the
thoughts
whole
on
concert,
Cannonball?
like no breaks, no like take a breather breaks, just keep moshing.
I mean, considering like I've only listened to this one album, it's like 36 minutes. Yeah.
I guess I'm just out of shape.
Oh man, I think you got to
Yeah,
get back into your mosh training. We'll have to take you to Punk Rock 101.
Please.
I think you only mosh for the whole concert for like Death Grips or 100 Gex.
Bro, I went to Car Seat Headrest and people mosh to Drunk Drivers in Baltimore.
Wait,
They mosh
what?
to anything, man. They mosh to anything.
What the heck?
It's a
All right.
ballad. It's mosh time.
All right, but Cannonball, good. Matt, thoughts on Cannonball?
I really whoops, hit my microphone. I really like the rhythm, how it kind of like leads into a peak and then
Mm-hmm.
releases with a gives it more space.
Mm-hmm.
That it's so unique. I love it. Whenever I get a little sad, I put this album on, and that usually it like by Cannonball usually gets like I'm like peak emotions.
Yeah, yeah, I concur. Then finally, Ender, the longest song off the album. All these songs are like maybe 3 minutes long, more or less, and then this one's like what,
I
6.
I think Ender is a great closer and it deserves to be 6 minutes long.
I think so too.
I agree.
You know, I'm just like I'm vibing the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the way that they really, and I kind of hope they experiment with like doing more of 6 minute longer tracks in their next album. I haven't
Yeah.
listened to the singles of their. I've seen they've put out some singles. I haven't really listened to them yet, but um, Matthew, because you're a Dogleg fan, have you listened to the singles?
I have not because one of the singles is in main, and I do not play Smash Bros. Because I do not have a Switch.
Wait, it's what? One of the singles is what?
Ganon main, and I just immediately assumed that was a reference to maining Ganon in Smash Bros.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you can't
So I,
relate.
yeah, exactly. So I just from the
You
bat,
can't
I just
self-insert.
exactly. Though unless we were talking about Brawl, then like maybe I did like Ganon and Brawl a lot, but in recent
He,
times I have not been playing Smash.
he plays the same.
Oh, good
He
to
plays
know.
it.
Maybe I should give it a listen. Maybe I can relate.
Maybe you can. We'll have to play
um,
some Smash sometime. Let's David
I'm
Smash.
cheeks. I'm cheeks. I'm like ass cheeks at fucking Smash. I'm telling you that much.
You're awful.
I'm so
Listen,
bad.
I've played against the worst Smash player. Um, she was terrible, but
All
and
right.
if you're listening to this podcast, yes, you are.
All right. Well, the ending. I thought for Ender, the ending strings was a really nice touch, and I thought that was like really a nice change and a nice way to end the album. I think this is like the last track off of what was that album we talked about that one time, that Car Seat Headrest album, Demit? What was it called? Teens of
Teens
Denial.
of Denial,
Yeah,
baby.
that last song was like 10 minutes long, but I think it deserved to be 10 minutes long just for the way it ends. I think the same thing with this. I think everything about this was good. And the nice chant at the end and the just craziness was good. Cool too.
Yeah, I agree.
You
I'm
Yes,
glad I'm
I
glad
do.
we're all in agreement.
all right, but
All
now
right.
here's the important thing. I think because Matthew is the guest here, he picked this
Yep.
album. We have to know what is his ranking out of 10 on this album. This is a thing we do at the end of talking about all the track lists. We rank this album.
Okay, can you give me like 5 seconds?
Yes.
Like I am getting a call and it is
Oh,
important.
yes,
Yeah, you can
yes.
cut this out, right?
We probably won't cut it out, but just take a call, we'll talk.
All right. David. So tell me, because we both are obviously avid sport enjoyers. Did you catch that wild game last night?
I did not catch the wild game, but we can talk about our scores for the album while Matt is on the phone. I will not be cutting this because I'm slightly lazy with editing. I apologize those at
I'm back.
home. Okay. Hey Matt, what's going on?
Sorry, it was my sister's gonna help me file my taxes tonight, and she was calling to see like when we can do that.
All right,
All
but
good.
let's
But
Matt,
let's
obviously,
get
this is very important, and I couldn't just leave you guys hanging.
yes.
all right.
Matt, I
Give
hope
it
you
your
don't
Nick.
mind if I don't cut that out because
That's fine. I don't care.
All right,
I
cool.
think it adds charm.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, Matt, what's your score?
Oh fuck. A score out of 10.
Yeah, out of 10, 0 being the lowest, 10 being the highest as the numerical value goes.
I'd say, am I allowed to do 0.5s or is that
Yeah,
cheating?
you can do
You can
point
do point.
fives.
Okay, and then maybe like a 7.5, maybe possibly an 8,
Hmm.
just because I think it's a very solid start, and I'm really excited to see what they do in the future. And there's some brilliant tracks off this album, but I think some of the less memorable tracks just like I'd rather have a really solid EP than a padded out
Mm,
album.
Yeah.
And I think for that reason, I'll stick with my 8.
okay.
All right.
Um.
Yeah, it's a good score. I think I'd give it a 7 personally. And
Oh,
I think honestly a 7 is good for me because
you
it's
took my
hard.
score.
What?
You took my score.
You're gonna give it a 7 too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I'd give it a 7 because, which to me, that's pretty high ranking for a punk band because I'm not the biggest punk fan. I think it's hard for me to like really like a punk album that unless it's like just super good and just super tight. But I thought this was it was exactly that. The only reason I don't give it anything higher is because it just sounded the same throughout.
I I think for me it's a 7 personally because I enjoy the sounds and I enjoyed the journey that it took me on.
You enjoyed
Um.
the sounds.
Yeah, bro. You don't ever just be like, whoa, this is some. You just want some angry noise and you want to throat punch someone and you need that music. But I think the one issue I had mainly thinking more and more about the songs is I kind of would like a small, not on the like lyrically writing or anything, but more on the like songwriting end of melodies a bit, I guess,
Mhm. Yeah.
because
I
like
could see
uh,
that too.
yeah, like I think if I because like it's fun to be able to like you think of the song and you can think of the melody. um and like I'm thinking of punk bands I like somebody to me who's like a perfect punk artist is Jeff Rosenstock, and he has like songwriting down to the tooth. And I think Dogleg will either they need to go to the more experimental side or they need to go to the more songwriting side.
You know
Some
what? You know
but
where they need
like
to go?
starting
They need to go
wait,
hyper pop.
no, not everything needs to be hyperpop, David.
I think they should go ska. Add some horns.
Oh
Oh yeah,
God, no! Please
yo,
don't
I'd
do
listen
that.
to that. All right, listen, if we can get a good ska album, like a 10 out of 10 ska album, I'd be happy.
All
Yeah,
right.
I would be too. Cause like, listen. Ska is not as bad as everyone makes it out to be.
No, it's not bad.
You just can't listen to Big Real Fish all the time. Like it's a little. You can't listen to them all the time.
Listen,
Like
but
I think.
ska is dead. I'm sorry, but right now ska is dead.
Okay, right now
It's
I
been
guess
well,
yes, but
I think Streetlight Manifesto is. Does that count as ska?
I've never heard of them, so or possibly.
I haven't heard them either.
But
Man,
I know you said Jeff Rosenstock. I know he has ska stuff, ska
yeah,
more ska stuff.
he's been working on a ska band. I remember. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm more of a fan of his like solo work and his stuff for Cartoon Network. I've never watched the show, but I like the theme song.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Anyways, cool. So that's Dogleg Melee Dogleg.
All right, let's talk. Please.
Now Weezer, the main thing we come here to discuss. Whoa,
Absolutely.
what a good concert.
Yes.
I agree. That was worth my
It
$20.
was worth my $20. Yeah, I agree. I thought only thing that I wish they'd done, and this is like honestly, it's just so nitpicky. I'd wish they had done it all in one take, which I know is fucking difficult, but I really wish they had done it all in one take. I thought at least the OK Human stuff, if they'd done all that in one take, I would have been like, this is amazing.
My one thing was I enjoyed the songs they picked out. I gotta be honest, I understand why they played Africa, but I kind of wish they didn't. Like as a
Yeah.
Weezer, I felt like and obviously I can say this, like, it's taking it's a slot away from what we could have. They didn't play Sweater Song. I feel like that would have worked so well with an orchestra. Like, I feel like that song is asking to be orchestrated, and it wasn't. And I feel like instead they had to do Africa because of the meme. Now, I understand, you want to stay relevant. The
You want
meme
the
is
meme.
strong.
The meme is strong.
It's very strong.
They did
It's
meme
a good,
back onto the charts in 2018, so it
and it's a
worked.
very good meme. Very good meme. But I kind of wish they did Sweater Song. During when they started playing Africa, that's when I got up. I was watching with family, and so that's when I got up. I went to go get some water and like get my family some water because I was like, yeah, I don't.
You don't
It
care.
was okay.
I
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I personally thought I was upset that they were playing Africa too, but I thought they played it really well.
They did
I thought honestly it was better than the recorded, the
well.
studio version.
All right, except for the wood. All right, if I remember correctly, the woodwinds kind of mucked it up during the like that part.
I don't remember.
I remember the woodwind slightly
See, I thought
screwing.
they would use flute. It sounded like a clarinet or something. It sounded more reedy than like a flute.
Yeah, I
And
think
I
it
was
was
like, really, you're not going to use the one flute player?
yeah, and I don't know. It sounded kind of muddy, but maybe it would have sounded really cool live in person, which is I think that's the most exciting thing. I really hope Weezer now does like an orchestral tour.
My
Because
God, that'd be amazing.
I'd pay for that, and what I would want is play through OK Human because I love that album, and then play through the entirety of Pinkerton with an orchestra. Do it.
I really liked the "Falling for You" cover.
Oh my
I say
gosh.
cover, orchestrated version. That was beautiful.
That was see they should do.
I thought so too. Honestly, Falling for You is my favorite song off that album, and I was so shocked that they played that one. Out of all the ones off of Pinkerton they could have played, they played that one, and I was so happy.
Yeah, it definitely was very unexpected. I was shocked.
Because they never fucking play that song. Um,
Yeah.
uh, what else? I wrote some notes down. I thought that River's vocal performance in the beginning was a little odd. I don't know if it was just me. I thought like during Alu Gobi and then Grapes of Wrath, there were some moments where like it sounded like he was making a voice or something.
Yeah, no, I definitely noticed some
Hmm.
intonation issues with Rivers' vocals. Uh,
I'm yeah.
I mean, no hate to the man, right? But
No.
and I still think it was worth my $20, and I would have bought
Yes.
merch if I wasn't broke. Um,
Same.
dude, that OK Human like spread. What was it called? What was it? It was like a big poster. I would have bought that. That
Yeah.
looked so cool.
Yeah.
Like
I
no
gotta
hate to the guy, but
Yeah. No hate, but like
wish you would have practiced or something.
I
I
gotta
mean,
say
he was too busy
River.
practicing Bach, that C major prelude. He was too busy working on that.
Yeah.
True.
I gotta say also he did I think he did a good vocal performance on Say It Ain't So. I think he ate that up nicely, in my opinion.
I was a little upset that they didn't play that with the whole orchestra and it was just acoustic
I,
cover.
I mean, yeah, but I'll take what I can get. Uh, but also, I'd like to talk about the outfits really quickly, just a bit. So Rivers, what a nice outfit he's wearing. He's rocking, he's rocking the hair. Brian Bell kind of looking like a drunk guy on there with the white shirt. He looks like he just threw up a bunch of alcohol and he came on stage.
Hmm. Bro, but by the way, Brian Bell's vocals are as good as always. I think Brian Bell has the perfect backing vocals. Not sure about main vocals because he's sung on some of the. I don't know about you,
Yo,
Matt, but personally, I think Brian Bell isn't the best lead vocalist
I
because
think
some of the tracks I've heard, Weezer tracks I've heard where he sings
all
on
right,
mainly,
his
I'm like, eh.
Paranoid cover is pretty damn good. His vocals on Paranoid.
No.
You didn't like it?
Nah, not really.
I don't know. He emulated Ozzy pretty well.
I don't know, man. It's just me. It's just me. But
Okay,
yeah. Uh,
I
who else?
think that's all we gotta talk about for the Wii's.
Wait,
Unless you
wait.
guys want.
I got a couple more things. Hold up. I got some more things to say. I'm sure, Matt. I'm sure you have more things to say.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold up. Hold up. Demay, you're moving too fast.
Uh,
R.I.P. Dudamel. First of all, I wanted my man to pull up. Where was he? Where was he? Did he not? Did he not get the call?
That was also what I was thinking. I was like, L.A. Phil. Oh my God, does that mean no? Of course you had to choose the like assistant conductor guy to
I
do
was
it. I'm
like,
like, ah,
bro, why would Dudamel not show up? You know, I didn't think about that.
yeah, right.
Like,
Like
why are you talking
whenever
about that?
when the concert was going and they like did the hovering shot of the Walt Disney Center and like they had that like huge picture of Dudamel on the outside, I was like, "Ooh boy, let's go!" I'm ready to see Dudamel play some fucking Weezer. But
They,
no,
they, they really teased you. They
they
really like,
teased me.
yeah, all right. Now that I think about it more, yeah. I didn't even,
Where was Dudamel?
I don't know. He was
he
off.
probably thought this was beneath him.
He's like,
Yeah,
I have 500 scores memorized. Why the fuck do I need to memorize this shit?
he's like, Weezer?
Yeah.
Who's they?
What era are they from? Are they romantic? Are they broke?
What are you talking about? 90s rock.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting to
This is
hear.
a Baroque rock.
Oh yeah, I guess that does work. Um, I thought it was interesting to hear Hero
Ooh,
orchestrated.
that
Yeah, the
was a,
hero cover was excellent.
yeah,
Oh
because they had an acoustic version of Hero like out, and it was pretty decent. But this was like, this brought it to a new level.
Hmm.
Um, it,
Yeah,
it kind of makes,
the piano version's very nice.
and it makes me think about. All right, I still like the normal guitar version of. I don't know. I need to know right now. What is? Have you guys listened to the Van Weezer singles?
yeah.
Of course.
So I need to know. We need to like decide here. As we are discussing Weezer.
Hmm.
Um, and oh, there's some stuff I want to talk about in the Zoom interview. I went to the Weezer subreddit to see what was asked. So, what are you guys thinking about Van Weezer?
I'm not excited.
I'm pretty. All right, I think it's gonna be a fun album. I don't think it's gonna be as good as OK Human because OK Human was fantastic, but I think it will be fun driving music, and the melodies are gonna be catchy as hell because Rivers still knows how to write a song really well, and I'm gonna be singing those tunes. But yeah, it's gonna be like, you know, I'm expecting. I don't like Van Halen that. I like some Van Halen, but not like that much, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Matt, what are your
So
thoughts on Van Weezer?
When it was first announced, I was really hoping it was gonna sound like Maladroit. I was like, oh, okay, okay, back to like hard rock. Yeah, I'm loving this. And then it sounded a little too much like the pop rock of Ratitude for me.
Hmm.
Um, like, listen, I there are some Ratitude songs I enjoy ironically. I don't think there's any I enjoy purely because I'm like, wow, it's a wonderful song. Like
well,
Run Over by a Truck. Like I love that, but not because I'm like that's a great song. It's because I
wait.
know he wrote that making.
The,
Sorry, what are
the,
you saying?
so you're saying there's no Ratitude song you like?
Uh, uh I mean there are. I do.
Unironically.
I mean, if you're wondering if I want you to, I want you to is really. I think that's a good song. Just so
Yeah.
to me, it's so cheesy
Yeah.
that I like it more.
Yeah.
You
I think
know,
that's the one
and for
song
me,
off
that's a
that
lot
album
of
I
the
like.
reason.
Yeah.
It's the one song they consistently play at every show from Ratitude.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah, they're
anyways.
like we forget this era exists.
Matt, any other thoughts on the concert?
I thought it was excellent. I do kind of wish it was all like a live like an actual just recorded performance instead of
Hmm.
like the different takes because the cuts in and out were a bit annoying.
Yeah, they're a bit
Like, oh,
jarring.
here's Walt Disney Hall. Yeah. But I really liked the organ. The fact that they used the hall organ, that was
Mm.
I
Yes.
greatly enjoyed that.
I f-
However, I felt like the orchestra was a bit low in the mix.
yeah.
Granted, I wasn't listening with headphones. Um, I was listening off of the common area TVs
Ooh.
in the dorms, but
Did anyone join?
maybe,
Oh.
perhaps a friend of mine, perhaps.
Oh.
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 Um,
Oh.
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
I made
Oh.
her listen to the Weezer concert with me, and I was
Nice.
singing along. It was fun.
Yeah.
I
But
think that's
Perfect.
anyway,
I think that's what you do when you get a. All right. It's kind of an oxymoron. I mean, that's what you do when you have a girlfriend, but also like, like Weezer is for virgins. I'm just saying.
Excuse me.
exactly.
Yeah, David, you didn't know this?
Am,
Sorry. Just,
am I not? Oh, I don't think I'm in the mix here.
No, no. All right. So if you listen to Weezer, you get your virginity card back.
Is that
yep, that is how it works.
Oh,
That
like
that's
mine must have gotten lost in the mail then.
no. I think you went back into it, man. I think you went. You're a virgin again. You might have not have been,
That's what I'm
but
saying. But like the card got lost in the mail because I haven't received it yet.
oh, you'll receive it soon.
Oh, okay,
Um,
perfect. Okay, cool.
We'll
do
have
you
to
want me
send
to
a
personally ship
call.
it to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call someone.
All right.
But yeah,
I,
I thought the mix was for me. I thought the mix was fine for the most part. There were some moments where like the one thing I do wish was that the bass was higher.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought the bass could have been a lot higher.
Mhm.
But
I
overall,
just
what?
yeah, I mean overall, yeah. I mean, great show. It's worth my $20 that I have 78 cents in my bank account now, but worth it.
ooh,
Um and I just yeah, it's just it was like they focused a little too. And I get that Weezer is a rock band, like this is how they're appealing to a lot of their audiences through their Weezer image, but it would have been really cool to hear more of the LA Phil,
Yeah,
because I recognized the horn player and the trumpet player,
mm.
cool.
so I would have
All right.
loved to hear like the full string section more. But whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
I get it. It's Weezer. It's rock.
yeah.
Also, so before we end up on the Weezer thing, so I went to the
Yeah,
subreddit as a
yeah,
reasonable person
Okay.
does, because I didn't have access to the Zoom thing. I didn't pay extra money for it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted
Right.
to see what was asked, right? And so their next project after Van Weezer was discussed. Matt, are you in on what the next project is?
No, I haven't heard of it. Does this make me a fake fan?
No. It's
Okay. Good.
seasons. So starting, I think in 2022, the first one will be in spring. They're gonna release one album at the start of each season. So 4 albums,
Okay.
and they all are gonna
In
have a different sound.
2022.
Starting in 2022, winter, because Rivers said that winter will be the last one, and they're gonna start with spring.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
I think they said spring was gonna be in the style of like Island in the Sun ish. So back to that thing. But the thing that intrigued me is, do you guys know Elliott Smith?
No.
That's what he said he's going
Heard the
for.
name.
It's like, um, so he's known as the saddest musician who ever lived.
Oh my
Um,
god.
he died by stabbing himself, not shooting or like jumping, stab, which is pretty painful. Um,
Yeah. Jeez.
so and Rivers like, yeah, I'll do that. I mean, well,
All right. Well,
so
I'm looking forward to that.
that'll be interesting. I feel
Yeah.
like it'll be a mix. I feel like one of them has to be good.
I
At
don't know,
least one.
man. We've had a lot of albums, and
That is true. Weezer does not have the best track record.
we've had a lot of albums. It's like if you think of it like that, I don't know. It seems like maybe it's kind of like a every 4 year thing, right? When did Everything Will Be All Right in the End come out? Let's see.
I want to say like 2012 for some reason.
Yeah, so it seems like uh cuz hold on, I'm trying to look it up right now. Oh, 2014. So
Yeah. Sorry,
2014.
2014.
Yeah, cuz and then never mind. It's not an every 4 year thing. Disregard.
All
Ignore
right.
me. Anyways, good album concert good. I don't think we need to rate it. It's just a concert, so
Good concert.
Yeah. But anyways,
Was a good concert.
very quickly, we'll talk about the Black Keys song. Matt, did you hear that? You listen to
I
it?
did. I did actually listen to it. I listened to the full version, which was like what 6 minutes or something, and then I
Yeah.
listened to the radio edit, um,
How
which was
was
like
it?
3.
Because
I enjoyed it,
really,
um, but it wasn't. It wasn't the best, and actually the 6 minute version towards the end, like I don't. There weren't very many solos going on. It just was the rhythm section for like what felt like a long time,
Yeah. It was
and
it was too long.
I think
yeah,
if a song, all right, 6 minutes isn't even like that long in like long songs like that. That's not that long, right? But if it feels long, you fucked up.
exactly.
And I think, bro, I listened to it this morning after my Pfizer shot, and that's when you're sleepy. I slept. I I slept.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like it either. I mean, I liked it, but like not in the sense of like it was good. It was like middle of the ground. I've never heard
All
anything
right,
else be more mid. I like
well,
Black Keys, but this song I just couldn't. I
yeah,
won't listen to it again.
you know, I'll give it this. I'll give it this. It helped me go to sleep, so at least it didn't like keep me awake for how awful it was. It was more like, and I'm gonna give my ranking right now, David. Are you ready for it?
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it out of 5. We rank singles out of 5. 2.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Really?
I give it a 2.5.
I was also
How
gonna
about
give it like a 2.5.
Yeah, right in the middle. Nothing has been ever more right in the middle before since this song.
I thought it was a bit,
Yeah.
if it put me to sleep.
Yeah. Cause it's just like the same thing over and
True.
over again. The blues is cool. Like the blues like feel of it is really nice. It's classic Black Keys, but it's just that and that's it. Nothing new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, cool. Well, I guess that's it. That's all we have to talk about. Anybody we do a thing called shout outs where we shout out anything we listen to that like we
I've
weren't really gonna talk about. Anybody have any shout outs?
I've got a shout out, and I just have to remember the band name because they're really confusing. Uh, Spirit of the Beehive. Um, they have an album out called Entertainment and comma Death, and it is so good. Like, I'm really enjoying it right now. I've given it a couple listens, not enough to like properly say how much I enjoy it, but the beginning just shook me so much and gave me such whiplash that I am very much enjoying this album.
Yeah. Matt,
Okay.
have you heard anything or listened to anything?
Is this new music or
It
like
just
any
and like
music?
I guess any music. It's just something you've been listening to lately. Anything you want to shout out?
I've been really getting into early Pavement, so I've been listening to a lot of Slanted and Enchanted.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's a vibe. It's a
Yeah.
great sound, great album.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess for me, I'm not sure if I'll really shout this out, but I've been listening to a lot of Yeezus lately. A lot of the tracks off of
Shout
Yeezus.
it out. Shout
Huh?
it out.
I've
Shout
been
it out.
listening.
That's a great album.
I know it's a good album, but I've been like listening to it and like looking at the lyrics, and some of these lyrics are interesting to say the least. I
Bro,
don't,
hurry up with my damn croissant.
yeah, I don't know. They're a little odd at times, but it's a really good album. But yeah, I'll shout out Yeezus by Kanye West.
That's a
Cool.
smart thing considering. All right,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, I don't think Kanye's ever going to release another album again.
Oh my God.
That's my
All right.
take.
All
I've
right.
given.
I mean,
All right.
didn't he didn't he just get divorced or something?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
isn't
Him and
isn't like the
Kim.
thought that he's gonna make like an album about that?
That's what people thought, but I'm going with no.
You don't think so?
I think he's done.
Maybe he'll
Okay.
finally like reach mental sanity. Uh,
And that's
I
when
don't
he'll
know.
be
Maybe.
done.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe.
Get this
By the
man
way.
some help.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, thank you, Matt, for being on here.
It's been truly an
David,
honor.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
wait. I completely forgot. We usually I forgot to suggest the album for next week. All right.
and
So my suggestion for next week is an album that I like a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. It came out at some point, at some time. I wish I could tell you, but I haven't done my research. But my album in 2018 came out in 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
Do I know this album?
My suggestion is Little Dark Age by MGMT.
Oh, What a good album.
One of my favorite albums. But we'll be talking about that next week. Thank you, Matt, for being here. Really appreciate you coming. Once
Thank you.
Weezer finally releases Van Weezer, we will for sure have you back on, and we will
Yes, please.
nerd out over Weezer, and then talk shit
Hell yeah, I'm
potentially,
excited.
or maybe who knows? We'll get another OK Human.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
All right, but anyways, thank you guys for listening. Bye bye.